Well, this is bad. Uh, this is unfortunately confirming my feelings and suspicion on what has been going on behind the scenes. Because we haven't seen a lot of comics recently from Ellie, and we haven't really seen some stuff from Helena either. This is unfortunately confirming my suspicion and thoughts what might have been going on. It all started with a comment on one of Ellie's posts on Instagram that said, "I miss your Star Stable drawings and stories. When can we expect something new?" And Ellie said, "Thank you, and I'm terribly sad to say this, but there won't be any anymore. Unfortunately, Star Stable decided some time ago that they no longer continue books nor comics in the series. This is something me nor Helena had any say in it. Both of us were really keen to continue doing more. We had a lot of plans for stories, characters, and adventures, but regrettably, SSE, Star Stable Entertainment, has decided not to include them in the future, and they will divorce." Do not know how to say that word, sorry. "I'm incredibly disappointed in the situation, and I wish things were different. I would love to have written a lot more about Angus and Potato, Galloper and Morgan, as well as the soul riders." Helena has answered to this comment that expressed their sadness and the shock, basically, of that it won't be more books. And she says thank you, it means a lot, Helena. So yeah, this is really, really sad. I'm gonna continue with a Tumblr post that was a screenshot of the comment that Ellie made on Instagram, and she made a Tumblr post about this and said, "I have been desperately sad and depressed, disappointed, and frankly angry over what's gone down and how the situation has been handled. But the top and bottom of it is that there will be no more Star Stable comics or books. We have so many things planned, so many things we wanted to write and draw about. I love the game and its characters, the world, and everything it had to offer creatively, and releases you see from now on are all the things that were finished a long time ago. I was really looking forward to doing more stories about Morgan and Galloper's Potato and Angus. I want to see what happens to Kokoda next to the chapter of the Walla. I'm sad and tired. I want to look fondly back at the stuff that I had the chance to do it. It was a big part of my career for a long time." Seeing that she said how the situation was handled means that something else as well is going on. I don't want to be like one of these conspiracy people when it comes to Star Stable, like something is going on, but clearly the fact that she expressed the situation in this way, and that she says how the situation has been handled, it's it's worrying. I don't know why. We probably will never know why, but I wonder if this is happening with music as well. It feels like at this point that Star Stable, I wonder if they ended like this because they they don't know at this point where to go with the story, if that's the case. If that is the case, that they do not know what they want to do with the story at this point, because let's be honest, the story is everywhere. And it doesn't, like they said, at least one of their employees who streams in Swedish sometimes said that the books are gonna be the official lore, but the thing is that the games, when they talk about, for example, Mr. Sam's backstory with his girlfriend or whatever, the story is totally different from what it is from the books. It has a huge difference. I mean, she's spoilers, I guess, but she dies. His fiance or girlfriend, whatever, she dies, but they do it in different ways, which is also weird. Like if if that was supposed to be, if the books were supposed to be the official story, then I don't know. I'm just, I don't know what to say about this. I think it's just, this could be something that is, I don't know, something is clearly wrong behind the scenes. I don't know what, I mean, it's not the first time that we have seen this type of things when it comes to Star Stable. When it came to the Glassdoor reviews, some former employees have expressed that some situations and some things wasn't handled well. It's off. It's so off with everything that's going on recently. And it could be that SSO do not know what to do with their own story anymore. Because it seems like, I mean, obviously it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like Eleanor Nightwalker said in one of her videos, like, there's no point in making there's no point in making theories anymore, for example, because it's just, they are everywhere. The story is everywhere. The lore is like, has basically crushed itself. I don't understand how you still can defend SSO, especially after this post that one of their former employees have expressed in this way. I cannot believe that some people are still saying, oh, they probably have a good reason for it. What is the good reason for a person to feel this way? To feel desperately sad and depressed and disappointed and angry? And will it be worth it in the end? Ask yourself that. Will it be worth it in the end to protect SSO so much that some people do? Will it be worth it? It would not be. I gotta say, I as much as I am not surprised over this, I am so incredibly upset for Helena and Ellie. I just, like, why? Here's what I thought when it came to Helena's writing and books. I think she probably had some kind of like direction to where to go with the story, or that I think she had a lot of free hands on the story and on what she wanted to do. And I think in the end they used her. This is just a theory, okay? I'm not like, but knowing how Star Stable have been recently and knowing like how greedy they have been in recent years, especially very recently, after the whole fucking stay overnight fiasco bug, to say that they're the least greediest company, like, really? I suspected that Helena was in the end just a part of their money making thing. And I mean, of course, a company wants to earn money in some way. If it works, it works. But to abuse like her talent in that way, to in the end not have a meaning in the game, in the lore or anything, that is kind of abuse of someone's very, very, very talented writing. And I can never see another person write these books, because Helena did it so well with these books that I was worried first when they started with the books, but I am so glad that Helena was the one to write them, because there couldn't have been any other person to do that job better. She was perfect for the job. And even if I have some input on what I think about Mr. Sam's backstory, I am so glad that she was the one to write it. I'm just so sad that she didn't that her writing and books in the end didn't have that much. I mean, they had a huge part, but when it comes to lore and stuff like that, it's sad that it doesn't seem to go any further than that. And Ellie's comics were just so cute and very, like, I really love her art style. I really love her art style, and that it was just so perfect for Star Stable. Like, it was so perfect, and the expression on their faces and on the characters' faces and the horses' expressions on their faces. They were so good, and it's so sad. I'm so upset for these people. Honestly, I am so upset for these people, and I do think this is a huge mistake. I'm not gonna go on for too long about this, but it's sad. I'm very upset for them. I'm wishing them both well in the future. I'm definitely gonna follow Helena and Ellie in the future to see what they make. Helena and Ellie, you are fantastic people. Amazing talent you both have, and I'm very sorry that you are not being able to continue the Star Stable lore in your way and in your style. So yeah, wishing you all the best. I'll see you guys in the next video upload. Bye.